And it's time for the crunch of the morning. Hi, everyone. Doodle says, Mel, please do not. I see people are using the new emotes.
It's true.
Don't hurt yourself. You already burned your finger.
No, I didn't burn it.
Uh-huh.
It's fine. It was just a normal burn. Hold on. Are you sitting there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on. Oh my god, is the thing doing the thing where it won't let me control? Oh my god, why? Hold on.
Sorry, I have an apple in my mouth. Oh. Yeah, there's a Roland emote, and it's super cute. I really like it. Has Roland seen it?
Yes.
Roland saw it. Good.
I think.
And that was done by our mod Wembler.
It was done by Wembler. Wembler has actually done
a lot of them. All the ones that are drawn, I guess.
Yeah, I think most of our emotes actually. She does a amazing job. So shout out to Wembler for making that a reality. Wembler, who is asleep because it's too early. It's true, she is a West Coaster.
Wasn't she in New York?
No.
Oh.
We met her in LA.
No, on a trip.
Oh. That's what you mean. Yes. But I think that has passed now. She has returned. Anyway, hi everyone. This is either very sad, depressing music.
Well, it was
or it reminds you of the Skyrim LP.
It was a
one
lullaby
of the two.
earlier, so.
Oh, good. So we're 0 for 2. Man, a lot has happened.
Uh-huh.
Since like the Friday stream. There's actually been quite a few things that. It's another gloomy song. It's one of the tunes from Minecraft, but like it's another gloomy song. Interesting. I think it's because we're getting closer to Halloween. That's why.
Wait, this is the one music. This is dance party music, right? Oh, shoot.
First off, what on earth did you just press?
Tab.
No, you didn't.
Window tab.
What did you... I've never seen it do this. How did you accomplish... What did you hit? Because Alt-Tab is this.
Okay, that's what I thought I was doing.
Did you hit Window Tab?
Maybe.
You did Window Tab.
Anyway. Okay.
It's not the dance music. So, before we go too far, I just want to address this. Anytime, almost any song comes up from Minecraft, the records, Mal goes, oh, this is the dance one. It doesn't matter which song it is. There's one specific one that she's referring to. But it doesn't matter how any of them start. She goes, this is the dance one. And I'm like, it's not. It's not what that is. It's funny. Anyway, what was I saying? Spooky music, spooky time. The next stream is actually spook time because it's Halloween. So that'll be exciting. And then, of course, Friday we have a test stream because Saturday is the Extra Life event.
You were saying a lot has happened since Friday.
And that's the other thing. There's been there's been a lot that's happened. Let me get through like just a chunk of these. And then I'll talk a little bit about it. And everything's good now.
Mm-hmm.
But like for a bit things were like slightly less good.
Mm-hmm.
What's playing now? I lack an emotion. They're all gloomy songs. It's all random. This is all randomly happening. There we go. Something funky. I'm just like, why is every song gotta be all like... Brr, brr. What are the odds that they would all be like that? Alright, so between scenes, we got subs from Jennifer Jack, Asian Eyes, Anna Banana Bread, great name, Leah L. Pritchett, Ashley M1, or LM1, Ryu Mao, and Pichocho. And then this morning, I'll just do it this way. I'll just do it this way. Because how many times has it broken?
A lot.
A lot. We've also got... I guess that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. We've also got resubs this morning. We got 14 months from Brondo93. Brondo, thank you.
Chess wants to know what happened.
Chaz, I'll talk to you later. We got a 2-month resub from Howie. Howie just says, yay! Howie, thanks for being here this morning. We also got a 9-month sub from Adoodle. Adoodle, that puts you at triple plus. Clap, clap, clap! We also got a 3-month that's a single plus for Shannon Celtic, who says, thank you so much for the joy you guys bring me. Do you have any plans for Halloween? Well, obviously we're going to be streaming because it is Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll have to find out. But as far as like the evening, no.
I don't think we're handing out candy. We got too much before Extra Life.
I think I probably could. I probably could. It's just inconvenient because
You're just gonna put on your costume and go sit on the porch?
Put on my costume?
Yeah.
No.
You're just gonna go sit on the porch?
Sit on the porch?
That's what people do now.
What? Why? The kids gotta come, like, ring the doorbell. Do they not do that anymore?
Not really. They do, but not really.
Oh, when I was a kid, you had to go ring the doorbell, and you had to say trick or treat, and your costume had to be good enough where they wouldn't give you candy. I didn't know that there was... Anyway, we have some candy, but, like, Mouse probably... You're still going to be painting.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. You're still going to be painting on Thursday. And, I'm going to... I mean, I have stuff to do, but, like, I could give out candy. It's just, it's inconvenient up and down.
Yeah, you'd have to not be up here.
I see. I see. Maybe I'll just leave a box outside. It's like, take one, please. Is it empty? Don't ring the doorbell. You know what? Fine. Fine. I've seen since the beginning a lot of people are trying to test this theory about early beans because I had talked about it like last Thursday. I was talking about the fact that, like, you know, if people requested them early, like, it would happen. I meant it. I meant it. There they are. Early bird beans. Special thank you to our patrons on patreon.com/StephenGeorge and Malmakes for making a whole lot of things possible. Did you get that email that was like the thing that was like that day's coming up?
What? This one?
No. What? No. I'm just talking about Patreon, so, like, obviously
I did.
Context. Okay, thank God. This one? No. That's coming up.
I know. I put it on my calendar.
Yeah, I did too. It's like a special day. What else was I saying? I don't remember. But I was answering Shannon's question, do you have any plans for Halloween? And the answer is, like, not really. Not really. But that morning we'll do, you know, something. So that's good. We got 300 bits from Paint Chipper, who says, morning, grandparents. Can't believe Extra Life is this Saturday. Yeah! Me either. Chaz gets in on Friday. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. we have to move a bunch of equipment downstairs and hook it up and run a 100-foot Ethernet cable. It's gonna be fun. I am looking forward to it, but you know, there's always like that. But it'll be good. It'll be good. Anyway, Page Chipper, thank you.
Too many apples.
Too many apples. I got 13 months up from Com Cody. He says, the 13th month, huh? That's like a long time, isn't it? Love both of y'all's work. Keep it up. Look forward to more to come. Thank you, Cody. Appreciate it. We also got 2 months. Yankee Gal 13 gifting a sub to Guinea Pigs Are Awesome, putting them at 2 months. Thank you, Yankee Gal. We got 3 months up from Andrea, who says, it's nice to be subscribed and have these emotes. Yeah, it's I haven't formally addressed it, but there is a new emote this morning. Because we continually like gauge from you guys like what you want to see as an emote, and there's actually been quite a lot of people over the last like few months that when asked about that question specifically was like, you know, a rolling emote. And obviously there was a lot more requests for it like back whenever we
Coliseum.
when we did Coliseum and released that, but the interest in it stayed. And we're like, okay, yeah, we could do that. So we asked Roland, it's like, do you mind
being an emote?
Being an emote? And he was like, no. He's like, I'm a shirt. I was like, you're a shirt. So we asked Wembler, and she did it, and there it is. So now we have I was going to say, now we have a Wembler emote, which is true. We actually have like 10 Wembler emotes. We have a Roland emote, which is exciting. And it's also good timing because Roland's emotion of money will actually be useful for Extra Life, because like if people have like crazy big donations that come in or whatever, then people can be like, money, because all the money's going to, you know, the children's hospital. So of all the emotes that we could add right in time for Extra Life, that seems one of the more appropriate ones.
Yeah.
So I hope people get some use out of it. And also be fun to post that.
Coffee's bitter today.
I mean, mine's bitter every day.
Something's different.
Mine's fine. Also be fun to post the emote into some other people's chat who know Roland and know the reference. Like John would probably get a kick out of seeing that emote now, because he was literally there as part of the filming process. Or Tom.
Or Josh.
Or Josh, yeah. We also got a 2 month sub from Lodestar Mage. Lodestar, thank you. 3 months from Bored Turtle, says, you guys are awesome, and you too, chat. Shout out to chat. Shout out to chat. Chat is a very important part of the this entire social experiment that is Breakfast Stream. We got 14 months total from Spiffla. C for chat. Who says, getting excited for Extra Life, starting to collect a bunch of projects I can do while watching. Let's raise some money. Yeah, we're already, I believe, I think we're already over 3,000, which is fantastic. And obviously we have a long way to go to 70, but like, we're getting there. We're getting there. And I believe Odama is still in the lead. And last I checked, Cubics was high, Digimon was high. Huh? Roulette has a ton of money donated to it, so like it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be really interesting. I imagine that we'll see, you know, a few games from last year probably replayed. But then also there's so many games on GameCube that we obviously didn't touch, and I'm really excited about it. Oh, Brandon says DDR Mario's in the top 3. Oh snap. I need to test that dance pad. We were sent a dance pad in mail for the GameCube, and I haven't tested it. I have it, but I haven't tested it. And I should do that, because if for whatever reason it doesn't work, then I should probably order another one fast.
Added more cream and sugar.
Okay. Actually, it's Tuesday. The event's Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should probably test that. day.
That's better.
The DDR Mario game is interesting because most DDR games have a fairly sizable amount of songs. DDR Mario is like, we have 25 and get over it. But the other thing is that the DDR Mario game has like mini games and stuff. Like it's not just we're gonna dance to songs. Like there's other like things. There's a Goomba stomping mini game.
That sounds so much fun.
You love violence. It's like, have you always wanted to be Mario and squish creatures to death? Well, in that case, we've got you covered. Goomba game. Anyway, we also got 14 months from Peach Macaron, which is post Dan. Thank you, Macaron. 12 months from Arion661. Hey, 1 year, Babbo. Congrats on the year. Thank you, Arion. 1 full 12-month period. And 14 months from Cinderdog, who says, hey, grandparents, I spent the majority of yesterday trying to apply to graphic design internships. Ooh.
Good
That's
luck.
Fun. Yeah, good luck. I almost did that. It was a toss-up. It was film and graphic...
Film or graphic design?
Film or graphic design. In an alternate world, I'm not doing this. I'm doing, like... Actually, I'm probably still doing this.
You would hate having a boss.
You don't know that. You do know that.
I do know that.
It's fine. 7 months from Weisenrel, who says, I has internets again. I missed you guys. Welcome back. The internet leaving for any period of time is the saddest period.
Setzi says Chaz is the boss.
I just read that. Lots of people like Chaz is the boss, actually. Just because I will do basically anything Chaz tells me to do is probably what that means. It's probably what the boss is. 3 months sub from Ollie Tomlinson Music. Says, hey, Stephen Amount. Loving the Mario Sunshine LP. Brings back so many memories of watching Chugga's LP all those years ago. Well, I'm glad. It's and actually, Chugga's having a resurgence of Mario 2 because he's covering Mario Galaxy 2. So 2 Mario LPs on the internet, and they're very different since Emil's coming at this from the perspective of having the experience of playing Galaxy 2, and I'm like, I played Mario Sunshine when it came out like 20 years ago, and she's never played it. It'll be fine. Everyone's like, are you going to do 100%?
I'm starting to enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, you're getting better.
I can actually play it.
Yeah, Mal's gotten so much better. In our last recording session, we covered both the Sandbird and the Watermelon Festival in the same recording session. And we had been, told by the internet, like those are watch out, buddy. And, I'm not, I don't want to spoil anything. But we did all right. I think if I wouldn't have been told that they were ridiculously hard, I'm not sure that I would have known.
I was so excited. I was like, festival watermelons, and Steven was like,
yeah.
I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah. Ankin Jesper says, are you still avoiding blue coins? Not necessarily, but like, unless we're running into them.
Yeah.
We're still not like getting them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's not like, oh, I see one over there, so now I'm gonna like go out of my way and spend some time to get it. We're still not doing that. But again, we've got a checklist. I've been really confused by the amount of people that are like, you shouldn't save them till the end. Because at the beginning we were told like, yeah, you can get them at the end. And then all of a sudden, few episodes in, people are like, you shouldn't wait till the end. And I'm like, okay, so we got 2 groups of people who have opinions about this. But the thing is, it doesn't matter.
Like, we got some on Sandbird.
Yeah.
Because they were right there.
But like, it doesn't matter because we have a visual checklist.
Yeah. And
as far as like being a thing at the end of the series, if we still had coins to get, which we will, Dan's gonna cut it like this. you know, it'll be... It's not like it's going to be like, welcome back to episode 9 of Just Getting Blue Coins. Like, I don't suspect that that'll be a thing, so... You know. Anyway. Sorry, I took a tangent. I'm always taking tangents. We also got a 6-month sub from Nat Common, who says, woke up to snow today. Thanks, Wisconsin. But I actually get to catch the stream live after a few months of missing it, so thanks for brightening my day.
I saw some pictures from, like, Green Bay. They have, like, 3 inches.
It was like, we went out on Sunday with Dan and Lindsay to get some groceries and get some lunch. And it was like 80...
Yeah.
It was like 80-something degrees. So, you know, it's so weird to hear about snow.
It's supposed to be like 60 on Saturday. It's going to be chill when Chaz is here.
60 degrees is chill here because
Yeah,
it's like, it's been 80. We're almost to November. That's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. My apologies to everyone who has snowy weather and doesn't want it. Sorry, because that's us. Not that we have snowy and don't want it. I'm just saying it's nice here. It's nice.
I mean, we don't want the snow we get.
Huh?
We don't want the snow we get. When we get it.
I mean, no. Stay home, snow. We had 1,000 bits from Jam, who says, I'm gonna miss the screaming bits of Lonk, but they shall live on in our hearts, of which Mao had more. It's true, she did. You were stumbling over those doggone things. And yeah, Link's Awakening is officially over. We finished it last Friday. So if you missed it, it's on Twitch, if you want to just binge the whole thing and you don't mind it in that format. Otherwise, we are slowly releasing the episodes on YouTube. And yeah, the screaming bits are gone, but maybe they'll make a return for a future project at some point. Thank you for the bits, Jam. Also got 14 months at Tier 2.
Gold Toast!
From Drek, who has Gold Toast says, Crunch, best grandparents in town. We're doing our best. We're doing our best. We're trying to get the kids to eat the toast.
The Werthers.
The Werthers. What else do grandparents make children eat?
Put on a sweater? Oh, eat.
We're trying to get them to eat the sweaters. We're trying to turn our grandchildren into silkworms. You're a witch, and you can turn them into the silkworms. I'm making new canon. Drek, thank you for the 14 months, and then also for the Gold Toast as well. We got 4 months from Santa the Carmander says, Happy 4 months. This has been a message from my cat walking on the keyboard. I'd like to imagine that your cat managed to get through Happy 4 Ma, and then it's a slash and an S, so only mistyping one key is actually incredible for a cat. That's good. You should teach your cat how to just type. Probably win some, like, awards.
Brandon said that we had a lot of competition in our neighborhood because we have a lot of older people in our neighborhood.
I mean, it's true.
Yeah. Like, we don't have a lot of kids running around.
I've never seen a child.
There's been a couple. Think about the kids that get off the school bus whenever we get stuck there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, occasionally.
And there's about 10 kids that get off at the stop for the neighborhood. Yeah, but it's really not that many for how many houses there are.
Every once in a while, we do see kids like getting off the school bus, and I'm like, there's children?
Yeah.
Here? What?
The school bus only stops, like,
just Charlie Rodriguez
at one spot.
Who child? It's very appropriate in this context. Yeah, there's kids, but I do forget.
Yeah.
I do forget. Yankee Gal 13 gives a sub to I Eat Doggies. Nothing could have prepared me for that. Thank you, Yankee Gal. Origami Gamer resubscribes for 10 months, who says, Good morning, grandparents. Missed out on the previous 2 streams due to training sessions. Glad to be here this morning. I'm glad you're here, Gami. And congrats on 10 months. Also a long time. 10 months being the real number of October.
Yeah.
But I like 13 better. 14 months from Ultra Husk, who says, Spoopy resub. Woo! Just wait until Thursday.
Uh-huh.
Because that's the spoop day.
The spoop day.
That's the spoop day. I'm going to try and do something truly spoop
Truly spoop.
Truly spoop. Also got 14
Oh,
months.
I love that emote.
Boo. Also got 14 months from JCJX. 14 means a year and a 2, jumping forth like a kangaroo, racing Peggy to the zoo, bringing glory to Georgia's family too. Happy 14th! Money.
It's another Minecraft song?
Technically no. How technical are you going to be? Technically no. This is, this is...
C418.
Yes. Yeah. And I really like...
This song?
I really like everything by this artist. And the style of music that this guy makes really resonates well with me for...
Montages.
Yeah, and just the vlog in general. There's a lot of times where, like, it's just perfect. It's the feel of music that I like, and that's why I end up using a lot of his music in vlogs. Because I'm like, this is so good. And I'm always, like, excited whenever he releases something new onto Bandcamp, because I'm like... Because I like it a lot. It's also good to just listen to. Where was I? 12 months! From Sapphire Becca! A full year of crunch on Rollin' Money Day. Thank you for everything over this past year. Looking forward to the future. I too am looking forward to the future. I'm looking forward to not anything against 2019, but like particularly 2020. I feel like by then things will be pretty good.
Yeah.
Because I'm still releasing the China vlogs. That's the last big like hurdle.
And Extra Life is our last big thing for the year.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of time to catch up. Because there's nothing else going on, and it feels good. Like, I would feel not great if I had not yet gotten to the China stuff, and I was like, oh god, it's coming up.
But you're like halfway through.
I'm almost halfway through, yeah.
The next one is... Coffins?
The river?
Yeah.
Thing? Yeah. That, in fact, it's basically done.
Oh yeah,
That's what I was working on yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be out. If it's not out today, something's went wrong, because it's like 85% done. So yeah, it's... Again, nothing against this year. This year's a good year. Yeah. There's been a lot of great... This was the year of production. You know, so much got upgraded.
Yeah.
Like the house itself, which has been good. So much of the equipment got upgraded. We've really put a focus on streaming and bringing that to people more often. So like everything's been good, but... Next year. Year of chicken tender, now year of production.
Perfect vision.
2018 actually was the year of the chicken tender, and there are still some months left to release, including where I find out maybe I shouldn't be eating chicken tenders. Like, wait, what? Cholesterol? What? Oh, the fun you'll have in the past. 11 months from Omega Cyborg, who says 11 months probably higher if I didn't like to sleep in and miss several streams. I also enjoy sleeping in, so no harm there. Thank you, Omega.
Did you see what Brandon said?
Do they know that we bought them?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, we actually bought cinder blocks.
I think Brandon was trying to make a joke, but he doesn't realize we actually did that.
No, he thought it was a joke, but it's
he did.
It's not. So a while back, I released a vlog talking about how the TV is not tall enough in here.
There's like just this much of the TV.
And we actually racked our brains trying to come up with a good solution for this, to raise the TV up. And finally, we were like, we'd just buy some cinder blocks. So that's...
They're not cinder blocks.
Well, they're paving stones.
They're like the decorative ones you put on your patio. But
they're flat enough and they're tall enough that they make a difference. And we haven't actually brought them in yet. They're in the back of the car. Official George Corp video screen elevation devices. I mean, here's the thing. Getting 4 rocks like that was like $8.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
Versus a mount or...
I'm like, because people were telling me, like, you could mount it to the wall and get like a thing. And I'm like, $8. $8. Let's go.
They're about this big and like this heavy. Tall. Like they're kind of almost cubes. And we each carried 2 up to the register. The lady was like, okay.
Have you seen my rocks? Kirby Superstar. It's an old one. Yeah, so at some point we got to bring those in.
I wanted to scrub them off. We bought a brush.
Gaming rocks. I got a gaming I'll talk about that in a minute. Hold on.
There's a lot that's happened.
Yeah, there's actually there's a few things. There's just a few little handfuls of things. 11 months from Wolves with Pie. Wolves, thank you. Also had 500 bits from Ollie Tomlinson, who says, I can't catch the breakfast stream as often as I used to due to university lectures. And due to university lectures, big sad from the UK. I thought Ollie said, due to university lectures and big sad. And I was like, oh no, what happened to big sad? Well, at least the VODs exist. And there's a lot of people that watch the VODs on YouTube, which is nice. We got 4 months from Snoop the Boot. Morning, grandparents. I'm currently being swamped by work for school, but having breakfast stream on helps me relax a bit. Thanks for being there for me as I get through the semester. Shout out to everyone going through school, period. But then especially if you're working through, like, the last little bit.
Yeah.
Because that's always rough, to see the light at the end of the tunnel, too. 300 bits from Squid. Squid Baconator says, Steven, give all grandkids some Werther's Originals for Halloween. I mean, I could definitely do that. It would not be a bad idea. We have so many.
Because, yeah, we do.
Because we had other Werther's when I got the giant baby of Werther's. And I was still eating through the other Werther's. So I never even opened this, partially for the novelty, because I could do things like scare Josh with it. Like whenever Josh came and I was like, would you like a Werther's? And then I handed him the entire thing. I call it a giant baby because it's in the shape of a baby.
Not really.
It's like the weight of a baby. I don't know. What does a baby look like? Are babies made of Werther's Originals?
You would know if you had held one.
That's what would be the deciding factor if but wait. This isn't made of Werther's Originals at all. I've been lied to. 11 months from The Real Mimp. Just finally got my girlfriend to watch breakfast stream with me. Also, glad to be back after not watching live for so long. Welcome back, and welcome to your girlfriend. And I hope that the way that you explained it is the way that it actually is. Because I think breakfast streams sometimes could be a hard sell. Like, well, it's you know, it's chilling out and chatting and eating toast. Good save. Good save. Mal just threw bread at herself, but it's covered in jam, and she managed to not get jam anywhere. I'm not sure why you were so angry at yourself to just throw bread at yourself. That was incredible. Wow.
Normally it lands jam side down too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. We got 500 bits from Gami, Origami Gamer, who says, Steven, last weekend I visited my alma mater and went to Waffle House twice. I couldn't find the Waffle House music on the jukebox. How can I bless Waffle House patrons with Waffle House music?
You might be able to download the app, because there's an app for that jukebox.
Oh.
And it might be on there. Maybe they've hidden it.
I don't know if they would hide it. I mean, it could also vary from Waffle House to Waffle House. Mm-hmm. I will say, like, on ours, right on, like, the front page, there's a big button that's like, waffle music. So you just click it, and it's just tons of music. Because, like, everyone's familiar with the Raisin Toast song, because we've used that as an alert. But there's, like... Special Lady. I bet there's a Hash Brown song. I bet there's 100 or more Waffle House tunes. Like, seriously. There's a Waffle House Christmas album. So, like, just that alone makes you know that there's, like, so much to work with. But yeah, you may have to download the app. I don't know. Maybe. Or find a different Waffle House. That's another good solution. Lissa Little Bear resubscribes for 11 months. Thank you, Lissa. We also got 300 bits from Satsy, who says, you have all my sympathies dealing with that camera in Mario Sunshine. I was doing a part the other day when we were recording, and I had the camera lined up perfect for my jump, and I start moving towards the jump, and the camera swings around the wall, and I'm like, oh my god. Yeah, there's that was actually with the last recording session we did. there's a, it's the one where you have to climb the Ferris wheel in Pena Park.
Yeah.
And you're on the back side of this wall, and the camera will automatically swing on the other side of the wall. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Honestly, Mao was playing, and
I don't think I've ever been so frustrated.
Mao would stop and just take her hand and do this, and then go back. It also didn't help that at the beginning, we didn't know how the mechanic worked for the switches.
There's something that was weird.
Because you have to,
and then we figured it out.
You have to climb up the thing and shoot them with the squirt nozzle. And we didn't know that, so we were trying to land on them and hit them.
That is the exact camera I was talking about.
Yeah. And I was like, this is insane.
Yeah.
This is crazy. And like once we figured out the mechanics, it made that part easier, but the camera was still literal garbage. Sunshine's still good.
Yeah.
Still good. It's still a unique game, and it's still, I think, worthy of praise. But like at the same time, just everyone who holds it way up here I think they should take off the rose-tinted glasses to see that it's probably a little down here than they originally thought. Still good. Still a great game. But like there's
a lot that could be improved on.
That, and there's definitely a few moments where you're like, yikes. Sunshine is an experiment is a good way to put it.
Nerdy Enthusiast says, rose-tinted glasses, well, then I'm sorry, Tom Fox. Hey, his green ones and blue ones and orange ones.
Take off those forest-tinted glasses. We got 569 bits from Murmur. No message, but also cheering with the power of Terminator. Twitch brought to you by Terminator Dark Moon. Out now. Terminator Dark Road. Dark Casket. Dark Life. I don't know what it's called. Thank you. New Moon. That's it. Dark Future. Dark Thunderdome. Dark Darkness. I don't think anyone's got it. Dark Fate! I like the other ones better, but Dark Fate is what it's actually called.
Someone asked why Tom's glasses are tinted. I don't actually know, but I've seen him in regular glasses, and it's confusing.
I think he just likes them.
Yeah.
It's just like a style thing.
Yeah.
We got 301 bits from Ollie Tomlinson Music. No message, but the cheers. Ollie, thank you. Appreciate it. We got a 10-month sub from Ange Min 85. It says, month 10 is the 10th month. Happy Tuesday.
Oh, can't be. He got like 2 steps from the top, and then he leaped.
Which was odd.
Kepler has a rival. I'm here.
He's got
Just let him sniff whatever he's
sniff
sniffing.
things. He'll be over. Apparently, that was the magic phrase. Happy Tuesday. I read
Tuesday.
I read Ange's comment, and Kep was like, Happy Tuesday! Hello, I'm here now.
I have arrived.
Joker
says.
Coffee Cats gives a sub to Sammy 5018. Thank you, Coffee Cats. We got a 2-month sub from Puddykins. Thank you, Putty. And then we also have got a 3-month sub from Binge Gamer who says, Halloween's coming up. Breakfast Stream is getting too spooky for me. Also, I want to ask, what was the first video game to scare you?
Silent Hill 3? Is that the one where you play as the girl? And you yeah, that one.
You go into the shopping mall?
Uh-huh. I rented it when it came out.
I had a demo of it, and I played it. Man, I don't know. That's a great question, and I don't know the answer. First video game to scare you? Like, I've been playing video games so long, I'm sure it was something from, like, a previous era.
You haven't gotten much attention lately.
I mean, to some extent, I would say, I don't know if I was scared of this, but, like, to make me really, like, think hard about what was happening, I would say the final battle in Earthbound actually was probably one of the first things where I was like, what the piss is happening? Fun fact, that was also probably my first either exposure or like interest in like heavy metal music. was the final battle.
He's just sitting on the keyboard.
Sit on the keyboard was probably the final battle from Earthbound. I actually remember very vividly, and this probably sounds so stupid. I remember very vividly getting to the final battle in Earthbound, and like dancing around the room to the music. It's like dun dun dun, and I'm just like jumping around the room as a kid. Anyway, I wish I had a better answer for that. Like, I don't remember when I first played a game that was like, where I was like, oh, I can't touch this because it's scary. But I've also, for the most part, never really responded to games that way, you know? Mm-hmm. It's part of the problem of growing up in a household where your parents are like, yeah, let's watch scary movies together. Then I guess it just affects you a little bit less. I got 300 bits from Tidal Force, who says, so the stream was brought to you by The Future, TM. I hope you two have a lovely day and Spoop Day. I have an 8 a.m. class on Thursday, so I won't be there, sadly, but there's always the VOD. Thank you guys so much for all the laughs. I need to go to class soon. Have a nice day and week. See you at Extra Life.
See you there.
See you there, Tidal Force. It's going to be a good stream.
Yeah, I don't know.
Landing on a dark planet.
So dark.
We've almost landed. There's only 5 seconds left in the song. And we've left the dark planet and we're moving on to
Funktown.
Not Funktown.
Down.
Funk Down. We landed on the dark planet and now we're funking down back to Earth.
We're bringing funk to the dark planet.
Is that what we're doing?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, this is just Toe Jam and Earl.
Yeah.
Okay, just checking. 300 bits from Coffee Cats, who says, sharing the love and the coffee. Thank you, Coffee Cats. Appreciate it. We got 3 months from Akira Dre, who says, good morning, grandparents. Today's an exciting day for me. My daughter is 2 months old today. That is awesome. Congrats on a plus. And congrats on something that probably means a little bit more. The fact that your daughter is already 2 months. They grow so quick.
I know. And I'm sure when you have your own,
yeah,
you notice it more. But every time we see, like, Nikki and Austin's kids, it's like, oh my gosh, look how big they are. Oh my gosh, Lily is talking. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and like in the first like little bit, they are growing so quick too. Mm-hmm. You know, like if you're only seeing them like once every few weeks, it's like,
yeah,
you're like, you're not allowed to be this big this quick. How you do this? How is this possible?
And then like when we saw Sam for his birthday,
yep,
it was like, wow, you're in school already.
Yeah, it happens fast. We got 2 months sub from Art with Mao, who says, finally have pharmacist money to spend, so I decided to finally subscribe after lurking for so long. Well, Art with Mao, thank you. I also know another Mao who likes art. It's nice to have another one here. I get 100 bits from Amaranth, as well as Westford. Thank you both. Appreciate it. And we have Sandy the Carmander giving a sub to the nerdiest enthusiast. Thank you, Sandy. 500 bits from Jam, who says, big book recommendation for any and all for Halloween, A Head Full of Ghosts by Paul Tremblay. It is full of cinematic style and great twists on The Exorcist through a reality show. Interesting. Also, strangely, in my list, it turned reality show into a link.
It did in chat too, and Nightbot jumped up at it.
Really?
Yeah.
It's because there's a dot. I guess Jam accidentally typed a dot instead of a space, so it thought that it was a website called reality.show. And in my list, I was like, why is this underlined? And I moused over it, and it's like, do you want to go to reality.show? And I'm like, not after just reading that it's a twist on The Exorcist. No, not really. I'm not sure I want to visit that. Jam, thank you. And if anyone needs a Halloween book recommendation, there you go. Also got a sub from Blue Aquajet 3. Thank you, Blue. a 500 bits from Troop Captain 97, who says, with less than a week to Extra Life, just wanted to inform people that if we can get Cubic Showdown to $20,000, we're going to get Oprah Winfrey to give away robots. Hashtag robots for everyone. If we could get Cubics to $20,000, I'll be real impressed. What's the highest amount that a game has brought in?
What did Amazing Island bring in?
I don't know if anyone has that metric off the top of their head, but it was... Amazing Island might have the record because it brought in so much money last year 3 different times. 7,000? Honestly, that might be a pretty good estimate, Mech. Yeah, it was $7,000. I'm interested to see what's going to happen this year. Could it be Cubics at 20,000? I mean, maybe. Anything's possible. We'll see. We'll find out. We got 14 months from LHMS1704. Says, happy 14, baby. Have a great day, you two. Love from Norway. See you on Thursday. Sounds good. It's going to be Spook Day. Will it be Spook time? It'll be Spook time. Yeah, it'll still be Spook time in Norway. It's like, when does Spook time end in the rest of the world? It'll be like, oh, we have time. 500 bits from Neoshock Blue. Hi, everyone. I woke up early to painters cleaning our house walls at 8 a.m., and I went to bed at 2 a.m. today because Spotify kept me up. How's your morning? Also, the last song I listened to was an earworm, Barbie Girl. Dang it, Ryan. Now to prepare for class. Well, I hope that you enjoy your day and that your day goes as well as a Barbie Girl's would. I was trying to, like, connect that in some way, but I'm like, the lyrics aren't really going to fit well.
No.
Neoshock Blue. Enjoy your life in plastic because it's fantastic. It's the best I could do. I got through alerts, and there's no beans to roll because beans rolled. And Brandon says Amazing Island raised $7,004. Good God. Yeah, we'll see if any one particular game can beat it this year. We'll find out. So now, let me tell you a little bit about what happened. I'll start with the
thing that happened Saturday night that we had to go out for on Sunday.
Yeah, I'll start there because it's chronological.
I knew there was a...
I'll do that. That's fine. So on Saturday evening, roll the beans again. You get one roll. You can decide when you want it, but you can't have it twice. Can't have it twice.
We're doing game night.
We were doing game night, and my mouse was acting up. The left mouse button was, like, occasionally I'd click it and it wouldn't work. And sometimes I'd click it and it'd, like, double click or triple click. It was, like, real finicky. And it made it really hard to get everything set up because I was, like, trying to... I have to, like, drag windows and stuff around, and I'd start to drag and then, like, let the window there. And sometimes it would all of a sudden be, like, bounce into, like, the corner or something. And I was like, well, that's not good. So, my mouse was finally dead, and this is the mouse that I've had for over 8 years. This is the Logitech G500. It has served me very, very well. But I needed to get a new mouse, so on Sunday, we went out and I picked up the G502 Hero, which is basically the mouse I had, but it's like, it's a new mouse. It's like the new version, and, you know, it's fine. It's very much a gamer mouse. It has a bright LED that cycles through every color of the rainbow for some reason. And it's sharp. It's sharp. Like, it's not rounded in your hand. It has, like, sharp edges and sharp buttons. And, like, I don't know why. Like, I'm not sure why that's the case, but that's what gamers want. Westford says, does it have 10,000 buttons? 11. So... 11
buttons on that thing?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but also you gotta think about what some of the buttons are. Because there's 3 thumb buttons, there's 2 DPI buttons, so that's 5. And then left and right...
Too many.
...is already 7.
Mine is 1 button. There's
middle mouse button, which is 8. Middle click. There's release the scroll wheel, which is 9. There's a profile button, which is 10. And then I don't know what button 11 would be considered. It's probably the fact that the you can do horizontal scrolling. It said 11, but I'm counting 10. Anyway, mouse buttons are important. It greatly increases productivity, and I highly recommend it to everyone. Aju says 1 is for thumbs up. It's true. Whenever I'm using Safari, I have the thumb button mapped to thumbs up emoji. I use it a lot. There's a lot of times it's just like, that's what I want to type. So instead of hitting Control Command Space and then finding it and then clicking on the button, I can just hit. It's important. Anyway, now for the sadder part of all of this. You
want me to go get him?
Huh?
You want me to go get him?
No.
You might be able to call him. He's at the window.
I mean, he's fine, but like, just let him rest. Okay. He's good. Whenever we came home on Sunday, I got the mouse, came home. There was a ton of puke on the floor, and like the cats puke every once in a while. Not every day. Yeah. And certainly not like this. This was basically just food, like pure food. Usually they'll puke if they eat something they shouldn't, because sometimes they're like, I just want to eat plastic for some reason, and then they'll puke up the plastic, and you'll see it. But this was just food, and I was like, well, that's not ideal. But we weren't home to see it, and I was trying to figure out which cat it was, and I was like, I'm pretty sure it's Sagan, because Sagan just seemed a little not himself. He was just a little lethargic, and I was like, I bet it was him. But it was time to give them their second meal, so we gave them both their food, and Sagan ate, but he ate real slow, and he's normally like a speed demon. Yeah. And yeah, I agree. This music it's kind of bizarre, but it's fine. So we gave him the food, and then less than half an hour later, Sagan just pukes all of it up. And I was like, okay, this is not good. And
he looked very sad. And
yeah, he was very visibly sick, like very, very sick.
And after he threw up the second time, he went over.
Raisins in my toast, and there's plastic in the cat puke. Well, not this time.
Not this time.
Not this time. So yeah, after he lost all of his second meal of the day, I was like, okay, you haven't even had any food, because you can't keep it down, so that's not good. So he went and just laid down. He very clearly didn't feel good. So we had to work on a few things, because we had to record. That's when we recorded Sunshine. Yeah. So we brought him upstairs with us
to keep an eye on him.
And I tried putting him in the chair, and I was like, he'll just sit in the chair while we record. And he was like standing, and he kept looking at us, and I was like, he must just want to sit on us. So I brought him over, and he just curled right up in Mouse's lap. So we recorded Sunshine, and Sagan just laid there and slept. And then when we were done,
we were in the middle of it.
Oh yeah, that's right. We were halfway through the third episode, because we were trying to record 3. Halfway through the third episode.
It was between the watermelon part.
That's right. So this will be a fun extra when you see the watermelon one. It's not a part of the video, but you'll know now because you know the behind the scenes. So in the middle of doing the watermelon one, the watermelon festival, he stood up and started, licking his lips, and Mal was like, he's going to puke. So I picked him up, and I took him downstairs, because it's a lot easier if he just pukes on the tile. And, I was like, it's okay, buddy. You're okay. And he finally puked, and it's just nothing but liquid, because he
hadn't eaten.
He didn't have any food in him. And I was like, oh my God. So, at that point, he just wanted to lay. So he went and laid down, came back up, finished the episode. And once we finished the episode, we went downstairs, and I just sat on the couch, and he jumped up on my lap and curled up and slept. And we basically decided we would just take the rest of the day off. Mal got dinner ready, and I just sat there with Sagan in my lap, and he just slept. And we sat on the couch for the rest of the night.
He didn't want to eat dinner. He jumped off your lap, and then he stood there, and then he got back in your lap. So I just fed Kepi.
Yeah.
And Kepi's fine.
So so the rest of the night we just sat and watched, TV and
played BioShock.
Mal got started playing BioShock, and the entire night I actually ended up having both cats in my lap, but Sagan just slept all night. And we decided that the best course of action was to not feed him anything, because if he couldn't keep food down, then we should just wait. So probably it was like 7 or 8 hours after we had tried to give him the second meal. We gave him just a little bit of the food
with water,
with a bunch of water in it.
Dehydrated.
So we gave him that, and he ate it. And then we waited up with him for about 45 minutes to make sure he wasn't going to puke. And he kept it down. And we're like, "All right, buddy, we'll get this fixed."
He slept curled up next to you.
Yeah, I went to bed Sunday night, and he was just like right up next to my chest, and he just slept there the entire night. And he woke up around 7. And 7 in the morning on Monday, yesterday, he was like, "Meow."
This is very, very low, sad meows.
And Mao got up and was like, "You're hungry," and he was like, "Meow." So again, we gave him just a little bit of food because we don't want to overwhelm his stomach. But over the course of yesterday, we gave him a lot of frequent small meals.
Yeah, I was feeding him like a third of what he normally gets.
And we kind of nursed him back to health because, like, on Sunday, we weren't sure if we were going to need to take him to the vet on Monday or not. And, we don't mind doing that, obviously, but we wanted to see if maybe we could regulate his stomach.
Like, there's things you look at and you're like, does this warrant an emergency vet visit?
Yeah.
And, like, there was no blood in the puke. He was still, moving around and...
Yeah, and he became a little lethargic throughout the day, and he got a little fevered, I think, because his ears got warm. But there wasn't anything that seemed
and then yesterday morning,
troubling.
When I fed him that little bit in the morning when he woke us up, like, he was much better by then.
Yeah.
And like, he was well enough that I was like, he seems okay.
Yeah. So we just kept an eye on him all throughout yesterday and kept feeding him little bits.
And he's using the bathroom just fine.
Yep. And we watched him basically get nursed back to health. And then today we've given him...
He had his first full meal.
His full meal. And now he seems fine. This morning he was fine. Last night before bed he wanted
to play.
He wanted to play. He was on the bed running around like, "Can we play? Can we play?" And I was like...
Let's give it another day, buddy.
Give it another day, buddy. So that was the last few days for us. And you feel so bad because you can't talk to them, There's no way to communicate with it. It's just like you have to try and figure out what's wrong and what you should do. And
so maybe he had, I don't know.
We haven't been able to figure it out.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, he could have just gotten sick, but he's probably got sick from something.
He's an indoor cat, never goes outside, fully vaccinated, eats the same food every day. We looked around the house, there's no string or anything that he would have eaten. Maybe plastic, but we looked where they normally go after plastic, and there's no
bite marks.
Which is basically just like produce bags.
Yeah.
Or the bread bag, which we don't even keep out anymore. So
it was weird. It was just, this was the sickest they have been since we owned them.
Yeah. Kepler was sick with that cyst.
Yeah, and they both had ringworm, but in terms of being like very physically sick, look at me, I'm definitely sick, I need to sleep all day. Like, in 7 years, what we went through on Sunday was the most sick that he's ever been. Yeah,
it was like, I don't know if cats get stomach bugs or what they could get, but it was like that. Like, when you're a kid and you get sick for a single day. It was kind of like that. Yeah.
I mean, the good news is, he seems to...
he
seems to be better now.
Totally fine this morning.
But, yeah, that was... That was Sunday, and it was nice. We intend always to take Sundays off.
Yeah.
And it's hard to justify a lot of times when we're behind on stuff, but it was kind of nice for us to just be like, okay, we're not going to do anything. We're just gonna I'm just gonna sit here with the cat on my lap for hours and hours and hours, and it was fun.
He doesn't mind being on my lap, but he preferred your lap.
Well, I have a bigger lap.
Yeah.
That's all that is.
Yeah, you do.
Right, Kepi? Kepi's snoozing on my lap right now. And also, this is kind of unrelated, but I'm gonna mention it just because I brought it up. BioShock Remastered is broken.
Yeah.
If you're playing on PC, don't play BioShock Remastered. I wish I would have known that before I started. I just assumed, I was like, well, it's remastered. Sure, play this one. But, no, it's broken.
Yeah.
It's broken. It's not broken for everybody, but it's broken for a lot of people. And you might be saying, how broken is it, Stephen? It deletes your saves. It deletes your saves. Not that it doesn't save, although it does that too. It deletes your saves. Just to kind of...
When did it come out, remastered?
Years ago.
Yeah.
They never fixed it. I presume that on console it's not broken. Certainly, like on Xbox One and PS4, it's probably fine. But the PC port made on PC, the PC version of BioShock Remastered is like, oh my god. So yeah, the good news is if you've purchased BioShock Remastered, at least on Steam, it comes with a copy of normal BioShock. BioShock's a great game. Highly recommend it. One of the best games ever made. Might be the best first-person shooter ever made. I don't know. Gordon Freeman probably has something to say about that, but like, very good, worth playing. But skip the remastered version. And yeah, like Ultrahouse says, I have it on Xbox One. Never ran into that bug. I can't imagine that would have ever passed on console. You know, I'm sure it's a PC thing. But if you're playing on PC, play the normal BioShock. Because Mao put in like 2 hours and basically lost it all.
Yep.
Because when you go to make a manual save, sometimes it makes the save, and then we went to make another manual save, it crashed the game and then deleted the save. And I was like, cool.
It deleted all the autos in between, cool. Like...
Well, that's the other thing, is that the autosave isn't an autosave. It's a checkpoint in case you die while you're playing. The autosave only actually autosaves when you enter into a new area, which is also stupid. I told him, I was like, listen, I'm sorry that happened. I will play through BioShock to get you back where you were. Because I can do it fast. I can do it really fast. Yeah. So I'll get you back where you were. Mao was just about to fight her first Big Daddy battle. And she was like, where should I stop? And I was like, this will be a good stopping point. Let's make a save. And then after that, you can fight the Big Daddy. It'll be like your first big battle. And then, of course, the game's like, crash, delete. And I'm like, cool. That's cool. Neat. Ultra says, but which is better, BioShock 1 or 2? If you're only going to play 1, then play the first one. Don't play 2 without playing 1, in my opinion. They should be played sequentially. They're both good games. They're both very good games. I really enjoyed 2, but like don't play 2 if you haven't played 1. And if you're gonna only play 1, then just play the first one. Too bright for Kepi.
It's too bright for Kepi.
Too bright for Kepi. Anyway.
Should I post too bright for Kepi?
Sure. Everyone loves seeing
Too bright for Kepi.
Everyone loves seeing Too Bright for Kepi.
I put that in mod channel.
So I'll let them do that. Wow, that was fast. That was ridiculously fast. Holy crap. Mao had no sooner had Mao finished saying, I'll put it in mod channel.
It's too bright for Kepi.
Why is it left aligned?
I know Chaz changed something.
Chaz just wanted to turn me into a cat?
Don't worry about it, he says.
Anyway.
Brandon says, I think it's for Extra Life.
Oh, yeah, it's for Extra Life, because that's where the game sided. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. All right, let me read the alerts that happened while I was talking about
Sagan. And the mouse.
Mm-hmm. So 500 bits from Jam, who says, "Sorry for the accidental link. Hopefully I didn't break reality, and hope Sagan is doing okay. Have a good morning." Yeah, you didn't break anything.
No.
It's just Streamlabs shows it to me as if it's a URL, and I was like, how did Jam get a URL into his message? And I'm like, oh, it's not. It's just there's a dot here. That's a URL. All dots make things into URLs. Jam, thank you for the bits. 1550 bits, 1,550 from Saibi, who says, so Mal, hypothetically, if a stranger came up to you and offered you a lifetime supply of any and all art supplies you could want, with the condition you have to smack Steven once, as hard as you can in the face, would you do it? Same question posed to you, Steven. Just replace art supplies with whatever you would want a lifetime supply of. Questions brought to you by the fact I legit thought Mal was going to smack Steven in the 3 Good video for 1.5 seconds.
First off, would you be okay with that, knowing the reward?
I don't think I could hit you.
No, like for me, hitting you. Would you be like, yeah, do it?
I mean, you could hit pretty hard. I feel like if you really tried, you could probably wallop me. But like, would I be okay with it if it meant like a lifetime of art supplies? I'd probably allow that. I'd probably be fine. But I wouldn't be okay hitting you. Because I'm going to go out on a limb and assume I can hit a lot harder than you.
Yeah.
And I would probably damage you in some way. So I'm going to pass on that side of it. But you can have art supplies. The thing I would want a lifetime supply of is like...
computer equipment? Camera equipment?
Yeah, it seems like mine could be much more lucrative. I would also change it.
Brandon says critical hit, yeah.
Like, it's...
Jazz's Lamborghini.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Jazz has got the right mindset here. I'm like, I need a lifetime supply of Lamborghinis. I need a new Lamborghini every day.
Gold bars.
And I'm gonna... gold nuggets. That would be awful. Like, you show up to Lunch Bunch, like a black eye.
Broken jaw.
But we pull up in a Lamborghini, and everyone's like, what happened? Like, it's a weird story. We both have black eyes. I'm like, Mal can paint forever. We have infinite money, because new Lamborghinis just show up every day. What a bizarre question. A lifetime supply of food. See, but that's the thing. You just get Lamborghinis...
and then you sell them.
And then you sell them. Listen, I got to tell you one other thing. Grandpa's got a story. In the most recent, even though at this point it's been a few months, in the most recent GTA update, they added a casino. And there's an episode of GTA that's going to be coming out in the near future. Yes, where we all chant horses. And it will make sense, I promise, at that time. Even Chaz, horses. But one of the things that's in the casino is this wheel. You get to spin this wheel every day. You can log in every day and spin the wheel, and you just get something for free. It's the first time ever Rockstar's given anything away for free, so it's been nice. And you can get money, you can get clothes, you can get RP, or you can get a car. There's always, like, once a week there's a new car on display that's, like, spinning around or whatever. And if you spin the wheel and it lands on this thing, you get a car. Well, you know, some of us have been spinning the wheel trying to see if we can, you know, what we can get. And there's been a few times I've gotten some money and some clothing. But
I got mystery.
You got a mystery. RP. Yeah. So we've just been, you know, spinning the wheel. Tom has won the car 3 times. 3 different times. I don't know how he's won 3 of the stupid cars. Everyone else has not even won the car. No one else has gotten the car. There's like 10 of us. And we'll log in and we'll spin the wheel. Tom logs in, gets a car. I'm like, how? And the thing, I don't even want the car. I just want to get the car to sell the car.
For the money.
For the money. But yeah, he's got 3 cars. He's like, yeah, I've just got so many... He took some liberties. I took a few liberties. Anyway. We also got a 2-month sub from Bonesda, who says, I'm back! Bone, welcome back. congrats on 2 months. Man. Anyway, what other things do we need to announce before we end off the stream this morning?
Just Extra Life.
Just Extra Life.
Mm-hmm.
So Thursday we will be doing obviously breakfast stream. We did we did a long stream this morning. Thursday is going to be breakfast stream again, a bit spoopy themed because it's spoopy day.
Mm-hmm.
Friday night we will be doing a test stream. We could not tell you when that will happen. We do not know. It will definitely happen, but it will probably happen at like a wild hour. Like it might happen at like 8 or 9, maybe. But it could also be like, hey, it's midnight and we're going live to test some stuff out. So, just,
Because Chaz has a flight, so if that's on time, then that's on time.
Yeah.
And then we'll grab food and then come back.
And
then
we've also got to like set up and stuff like that.
If it's not already set up.
Yeah. My hope is that after spoop time on Thursday, I'm going to be setting things up. And I'm really hoping that Mal's done with her painting because I'd rather use her.
Chaz says, "Oh, let's not talk about if that's on time."
I'd rather use her C-stand because if I can just pull the C-stand out of Mal's studio
instead of from up here, yeah,
it's going to be way easier instead of trying to drag this giant thing downstairs.
Yeah.
So, if there's an incentive, if you want, the King of Canada, John. Pet me, Dad. There will be a test stream on Friday, and then of course Saturday is Extra Life. And I wholly encourage everyone who has not already tried to get an early donation in to do so. My personal recommendation to everyone is if there's a game not already on the list that you would like to see played, your best chance to do that is to just put $25 towards it. Because then it is at least eligible for roulette. Mm-hmm. That's like single-handedly the biggest... That's the difference between playing and not playing the lottery, basically. You can't win the lottery if you don't buy a ticket. This is like the same type of thing. Like if you have $25 on a game, then at the bare minimum, it has the chance of getting the roulette pool, which is really helpful. So... there's a Nightbot command for BMX. Thank you for your donation to Roulette. Wonderful. Ooh, Eternal Darkness. It's a good hashtag. Anyway, I think that's it. I think we're all set.
I think so. I was looking at the...
Yeah.
What's winning.
And, even though Odama's in the lead right now, there's still a few days.
Yeah.
Odama can't just sit back and be like, yeah, I've got 8 years of this. No, you gotta be careful. Because there's other stuff down there. It could be like... Whoop. But that means Odama still has a sizable amount, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, folks. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Thanks for tuning in for a bit of a longer one. We will see you on Thursday.
Yeah.
For another breakfast stream. Oh, and of course, China vlog today, too.
Yeah.
Be on the lookout for that.
Da.
Wait, hold on. There's one at the buzzer here. There's 510 bits from 05 Nataku. It says, "Bits for you and kiddies. My week sucks because bus driver caused a man to fall over on my shoulder. They're driving too reckless." Now, if I was in control of the bus driver, they would be an anime man, and the bus would become apart when it was moving, and also it would be a very bumpy ride. That was a self-reference. All right, I'm done. We're done. Thank you, Nataku, for the bits.